Hello and welcome back. So in the last lecture, we learned about pre-query middleware and when do we use it. Now in this lecture, we are going to learn about post-query middleware and we are going to understand post-query middleware with an example. So let's go to VS Code. Now in the last lecture, we learned that the pre-query middleware will run before a query is executed. So in this example, before the find query gets executed, before that, this function will be executed. In the same way, in this example also, we created a pre-query middleware for findOne and update query. So this function will be executed before this findOne and update query is executed. In the same way, the post query middleware gets executed after a query is executed. And before I talk about post query middleware, what I also want to show you here is, let's say we have created this pre-query middleware for this find query. And what this pre-query middleware is going to do is, first it is going to filter out all the documents which is already deleted, and then whenever a find query runs on the hotel model, it is going to work on the result of this find query. Now if I want to run this same find query for all the methods which starts with find, so currently if I go to Postman and there, if I go to get hotel by ID, and here, if I try to find a hotel document where it is deleted, so for example, here for this hotel document is deleted is true. So let me copy the ID of this document, which is this, and let me specify it here. So let's say I want to find this hotel document. If I send the request, I'm able to fetch that document. And even though this document is deleted, its is deleted property is set to true, I'm able to query this document. But I don't want to allow clients to query any deleted hotel documents. So that means I want to run this pre-find query where we are filtering out all the deleted documents for all the queries which starts with find. For example, I also don't want to allow users to update a deleted document or delete a deleted document. So I want to run this query for all those queries which starts with find. For that, here I can simply go ahead and I can use regular expression. So here I'll use backslash, and I don't need this single quote here. Inside that I will specify find, and before that I'll use a cap like this. So now this query middleware, this pre-query middleware, it will run for all those queries which starts with find. It will run for find, it will run for findOne, it will run for findOne and update, it will run for findOne and delete, etc. So let's test this out. Let me save the changes here. Let's go to Postman. And this time when I try to query this document, since it will be filtered out already by this pre-query hook, I should not be getting any document in the result. You see, here I'm getting null for this hotel document. So this is one thing I wanted to show you. Now let's go ahead and let's create a post query middleware. So here I'm going to create a post query middleware again, just for this findOne and update query, but you can also create a post query middleware for find or any of these query methods. Okay, but here I'm going to give you an example with findOne and update query. So just like how we can create a post document middleware on the hotel schema, in the same way on the schema, in our case in the hotel schema, I'm going to use post method, and I want to run a middleware for findOne and update query. So I'm going to pass it as the first argument, and as the second argument, I'm going to pass a callback function. Here I'm going to use regular function syntax. Okay, and this function here, it is going to receive two arguments. The first argument will be the result of that query. So findOne and update, it is going to return us the updated document, right? So this doc will be assigned with the updated document. If I use it for find, in that case, we know that find query is going to return us a list of documents. So in that case, this doc will be assigned with the list of documents which this find method has queried from the collection. So in that case, we can call it as docs. So this name can be anything. But here, since I'm creating this post query middleware for findOne and update, in this case, once the document is updated in the collection, this query method, it is going to return us the updated document. So that updated document will be assigned to this doc variable. And then we will also have the next callback function. So here, what I'm going to do is, first I will log doc just to see what it stores. And then I'm also going to call the next middleware in this stack. Let's save the changes. Let's go back to Postman and let's go to, let me save this change here, this request, and let's close it. And here, let's go to update hotel request. And there, let's say again, I want to update the cheapest price and I want to update it to 120. So let me send this request. The document should be updated. And after the document is updated, it is going to call the post query middleware. Now here, for some reason, we are not getting the response. Okay, here we have this timeout error again. So I think the DB connection is not happening. So let's wait for the DB connection. So currently our Express application is trying to reconnect to the database. So let's wait for the DB connection to establish. And now connection to DB is successful. So now let's go back to Postman and let's try to send this request again. And we have sent a patch request. So the document should be updated with the new value for this cheapest price, which is 120. And if I go to the terminal, there it has not logged anything. So here I'm logging the doc, right? And I'm calling the next middleware in this stack. So let's try it one more time. Let's go to Postman. There, let me change the price to 220. Let's send this request. So we have received 200. Okay, let's go back to the terminal. So something is going wrong. What I'll do is I'll try to log a message. Let's say post update middleware called. Okay, let's save the changes here. Let's go back to Postman. Let me change the value to 120 again. Let's send the request. So the request is getting sent and the cheapest price is also changing. But in the terminal, I'm not seeing the log message. So for some reason, this query middleware is not getting called. The reason might be because here we are running this pre-query for all the find methods, whether it is find method, findOne method, findOne and update, or findOne and delete. So because of this, it is possible that this middleware function is not getting called because it might not be able to find the document. If I go to Postman and if I check this is deleted, this is false. So it should not create that issue, but let's just check it. So what I'll do is instead of running this query for all the find methods, let's just run it for only find method and not for findOne or findOne and update. Let me save the changes here. Let's go back to Postman. Let's try it one more time. And if I go to the terminal, now you will see that we have this message post update middleware called. So something is happening at this line, which was not allowing to run this middleware. I'm not sure what the issue was, but yeah, we can analyze it later. Okay, so now this middleware is getting called. Let me log docs here just to show you what this doc contains. Let's save the changes. Let's go back to Postman. Let's send this request again and let's go to the terminal. If I scroll down, you will see that in the doc we have the updated document, and in that updated document we have this cheapest price set to 120. So basically this doc here, it is going to receive the updated document. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to use this post query middleware for this findOne and update to log a message in the log file. And for that, I'm going to go to this post middleware for save. From there, I'm going to copy this content and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, and here I'm just going to change the message. So here I'll say a hotel document with name is updated by, and then the user who has updated it. Okay, so I'm keeping it as created by, but maybe in the future we will add updated by also. But for now, let's keep it created by. And then I want to log that content. I want to add that content to this log.txt file. And here, let's save the changes. And by the way, if you also want to log which fields has been updated, in that case, you can use this logic to get the update object. And from there, you can get which fields are updated, and you can also add it in the log message. So inside this post query middleware also, you will have access to this variable, which will point to the query object. And on that query object, when you will call this getUpdate method, it will give you the object with which we are trying to update the document. So from that object, you can read the properties which we are trying to update, and you can add it in the log message. But I'm not going to do that. With this, let's save the changes. And now whenever we update a document from our client, in this case from Postman, let's say I want to update the cheapest price to 250. So now once the document is updated in the collection, after the update, this function will be called and it is going to log a message in the log.txt file. Let's see that. If I send this request, the document has been updated and the cheapest price is set to 250. Let's go back to Postman. Let's go to log.txt file, and there you will see a new log message logged here. And here it says a hotel document with name, the name of the hotel is updated by this user. Okay, now here we have this undefined value because if you remember, we have started adding the created by field for the new documents. So for the old documents, we do not have the created by field. And that's why for that, it is logging undefined. But this is how we can create a post query middleware. Here I have created a post query middleware for findOneAndUpdate, but you can also create a post query middleware for other query methods, which we have seen in the documentation. So you can create for count documents, delete many, delete one, find one, find one and delete, find one and replace. We have seen an example of find one and update. And you can also create a post query middleware for replace one, update many, and validate. So the core concept of creating a post middleware is going to remain same for all types of query methods. And just like how we can create multiple pre and post document middlewares, in the same way we can also create multiple pre and post query middleware for same query. And they will be executed in the order in which we have defined them. So this is all from this lecture. In this lecture, we learned how we can create a post query middleware for a given query method. If you have any questions from this lecture, then feel free to ask it. In the next lecture, we are going to learn about aggregation middleware. This is all from this lecture. Thank you for listening and have a great day.